Everyone, and welcome to the Whimsy Stamps channel. This is Dawn. Today I will be showing you how to use 6x6 paper on a slimline card. So let's get started. First I'm going to cut my 6x6 paper in half at the 3-inch mark. Then line up the two pieces of paper so the pattern looks like a continuous piece of paper. And then I cut one of the papers down to 3 by 5 1/4 and the other one to 3 by 3 1/8. Next, I glue the two pieces of paper onto a slimline card that is cut to 8.5 by 7 inches, and I scored it at 3.5. When I'm gluing the paper onto the slimline card, I glue it all the way to the right, leaving a small border on the right-hand side and a bigger border on the left-hand side. This is because the left border is going to get covered up anyway, and you won't see it. I'm using the new Slimline envelope border die that just came out. I'm using the border that cuts out the small hearts. I center it onto a piece of cardstock and use a ruler to make sure it's centered equally on both sides of the paper, and then run it through my die cut machine and adhere it to the front of the card. I'm going to be using the new Nope stamp set that just came out. This is such a cute stamp set, and I'm going to pair it up with the new Kiss Off stamp set that just came out on January 1st. Using my Misty, I line up the stamps where I want them to go on the paper, and I wanted the words to be directly underneath the character, and I stamped it with a black ink that is Copic marker friendly. I color in the character using my Copic markers. I use Copic marker E00 for the skin tone. I will list all the colors that I use down in the description in case you want to use the same colors. I'm not doing anything special with the coloring. I just shade in around the edges of the character. I used Copic markers E25 and E35 for the hair, and I also brought in some E00 for the hair as well. I ended up using a different alcohol marker for the shirt, and it is B313 and the color is Dusk. When I'm done with the coloring, I use a rectangle die to cut out the character and the sentiment. I also cut out a slightly bigger rectangle of some blue mist color paper, and I adhere the character to the blue mist color paper. Then I adhere my character paper to the front of the card, and by doing this it will cover up the line where the two pieces of paper meet. I'm going to use the Kiss Off stamp set to add some detail to the card. I was trying to decide what color heart to put on the card, and I couldn't decide, so I was testing some colors on a scrap piece of paper. I chose a pink color at first, but then later changed my mind, as you will see in the video. I decorated the card with the wonky Cupid's arrows and then put the ends onto the arrows. I also put some of the small hearts and lips randomly on the paper. At this point, I'm staring at the card and not sure I like the pink heart, and I'm deciding how I want to fix it without redoing the entire card. That's when I came up with the idea to color a piece of white cardstock with the same color gray ink I used for the arrows and the hearts. Then I took a small heart die and I cut out the heart. I see how it fits over the pink heart and decide it looks good. Then I add a piece of foam tape to the back of the heart and stick it on the card. I checked to make sure you can't see any of the pink, and it worked perfectly. I decided I wanted to add some shine to the heart, so I added some Nouveau Crystal Clear drops to it. That completes my card for today. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps channel. Links to all the products I used today is in the description below. Be sure to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great videos. Also, check out their website for the entire new collection. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.